All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now here's Harden. On pass to Gordon. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
He was practically levitating over the floor. Aaron Gordon.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Well, the defense did everything they could there, but his skills as a finisher, wow.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Here's Nembhard. There's Lopez with the three. Here's Harden. Pass to Daniel. Here's Harden on the wing. 6 to shoot. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
There's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Down low. Lopez with the steal.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
And Klingon pulls it down.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Here are the Wildcats. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. And I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight, and Coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISOs. Coach said he has to work for it tonight, so they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Lets it go from the wing. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Behind the back and lays it in. Harden's got his second basket.
And when Harden's this close, he looks to score. Love his mentality.
To the middle. Here's Thompson. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Fast break, here they come. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
A few defenders can keep up with Sharp in the open floor. This guy is electric.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Over Daniels. Outside Markkanen. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
Odd pass to Gordon. Stolen by Markkanen. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a good screen. Outside, Markkanen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Now, here is Harden. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Markkanen with the block.
Well, that's a great job by Markkanen. Using his 7-foot frame. You forget how long he is.
Rob. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
They set the screen. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Timeout, timeout.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. .109 left here in the opening quarter. 2 on the clock. Thompson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pass to Markkanen. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his third basket of the night right there. And here's Harden. Inside. And it's Gordon missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
It's Nembhard on the wing. Reddish grabs the rebound. Harden with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Thompson in the corner. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Thompson outside. Clock at 6. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Now, here is Harden. It's Klingon, top of the key. Pass to Gordon. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Markkanen. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but he's also led the league in assists. So, pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Here is Harden. Pass to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
James Harden. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And I love when Lopez attacks like this, putting his size and long strides to great use there.
And Klingon has it in the corner. No good with the triple.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
A strong forward. Gordon can overpower defenders.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Boy, Greg, it seems like the big men have returned. And Donovan Clingan is one of them.
Yes, he is. 7'2" with a wingspan to match. The capability to dominate the paint, and his impact is felt at both ends of the court.
Pass to Daniels. Trains the three-pointer. Daniels has got 5 points so far.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Lopez a screen. It's Nembhard on the wing. It's stolen by Reddish. And they pick up 2. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
2 minutes remaining first half.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
To the inside. And Reddish with the slam.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Pass to Markkanen. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Out to the wing. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
The away team. Coming onto the floor for the away team.
Here's Harden. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Pass to Clingan. Harden outside. This one for 3s. Traps in the tray. 9 points in the game so far.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Wildcats. A 12-point game. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. .26 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Out to Thompson with the shot. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. When the wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Leading by 14. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Here's Harden. After the made shot from Klay Thompson. Sharp. And the three off target.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Thompson for the triple. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game, Klay Thompson.
To the paint. Lopez with the steal. On the wing, Markkanen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Thompson from long range. The offensive rebound. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Count the basket. Harden's got 10 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And here's the fast break. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Harden with it. He's got 10. Back to Sharp. Pass to Walker. Launches it. And James Harden hits from deep. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
Away team foul.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
First team foul.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. His three-pointers off the mark. And so here are the Wildcats. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Now, here's Markkanen. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Walker with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Harden outside. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Harden's got 16.
Timeout.
You can see the confidence building now that he's found his mark from three in this second half. The defense is going to have to do a better job.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Green drives in. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. And it's Green. Missing. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So, it's more pay for play these days. You have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Pass to Love. Horford double team. Now here's Love. Scoreless thus far. Misses the layup. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1:09 left to play here in the third. Inside. Here's Reddish. Makes it off the glass. Reddish has got his third basket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And Green gets it to go.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
To the middle. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
James Harden.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And when he's in the open court, Harden has one thing on his mind. Tip.
Knocks down the three ball. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Harden looking it over. Up top, Reddish. Pass to Klingon. Poked away. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 18. And time to step aside quickly.
15.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Harden. Down low. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, Gordon is known for his athleticism, and he loves rising up to throw it down.
Marking it into the lane. And it's out of bounds to the Wildcats. And so here are the Wildcats. Here's Daniels. Rips down the breakaway slam.
A skilled defender. You got to be careful around Daniels, or he will make you pay for it.
Pass to Nembhard. Over Sharp. Nembhard's shot is good.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Harden outside. Back to Gordon. Now Klingon. Shot clock at 5. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 22.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Personal foul.
So Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen...
In the air and down hard! Woo!
Oh, stop.
And Lopez has it in the corner. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
To the middle. Sharp. Kicks it out to Harden. On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Klingon. To the paint. Here's Harden.
James Harden.
And Harden with the stuff.
And one of the top scorers in the game, Harden has an innate gift for creating his shot.
inside. The shot by Thompson, no good. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Get there, get there.
Harden outside. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Thompson. And the layup falls.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's Klingon. And he's good on the three ball. Klingon's got 6 here in this quarter.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it. Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
And the jam by Harden.
And this is Harden's specialty. One of the best in the league at drawing contact and yet still able to convert.
Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right? With the right kind of message.
2 minutes
That's a great
remaining.
point.
2 minutes.
Just having an older guy is not the answer.
Back to Markkanen. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
To the inside. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Fires the three. No good that time. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Markkanen. Right wing. Lopez outside. Another steal. Sharp on the wing. Harden outside. Down low. Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Second personal foul.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Now Gordon. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot from 16. Missed. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were